This video is for landlords. So if you are looking to buy an investment property and want to put a tenant in, or if you already have a property and you want to make sure that you have a foolproof way to screen your tenant, this video is for you. I'm Yael. I'm a realtor in the Lakewood, New Jersey area, and I service the surrounding townships. And we're going to talk about how to screen a tenant. All right, so the first thing that happens is a tenant sees your ad online and gives you a call. And this is the information that you want to gather from that initial phone call. So you want to find out what's the reason for moving. So you just say, hey, where are you coming from? Where do you live now? What has brought your interest in this property? And they'll either say they need more space, or they want to be closer to job, or any other reason. So you want to see if that sounds plausible to you. The next thing that you want to find out is how many people will be moving into the home and how many of those people are working. And why is that important? Is because there is a ratio of income to rent. So if landlord is asking for $3,000 a month rent, they want to see a 30% ratio of income to rent. So they're going to want to see $9,000 a month of income. So this $9,000 a month, if there's 2 working adults, that's much easier to do. And if there's more working adults, again, that's easier to accomplish. Now, once that information that they give you makes sense, you want to verify the employment. So you say, where are you working and how long have you been working there? And then you'll get the employer's phone number. And this is obviously, I'm going through the steps in order, but it's like a natural flow. And then what you do is you call the employer and you say, hey, so-and-so called me. I was just reaching out to find out how long have they been working for you. So you want to match up that information. And then you ask them, are you happy with their work? Is there a possibility that they may get laid off? And then you say, can you foresee them continuing to work for you in the next foreseeable future? Just to vet that they're not going to get fired tomorrow. Another piece of information that you want to get is where they were living and how long they were living for. You want to see stability. Obviously, some people's situation changes, so you have to really use your judgment when having these questions. You get the landlord information and then ask the landlord, just basic information. Have they paid the rent on time? Were they good tenants? Did they keep the property clean? Why are they moving? Just cross-reference why the tenant is saying they're moving and why the landlord is saying they're moving, so it matches up and that there's no other conflict. Another thing is, before they actually come to see the house, you want to ask them to text you their identifications so that you can just vet that they are who they say they are, and the address on the driver's license matches the address that they're telling you, and that the person who you call for the landlord is the same person on the tax record who is the owner of the property. Because people can, let's say, just give their friend as a reference for a landlord or employer. So you want to really fact check the information that you're getting. And then if they like the house, there's a credit application. So they have different ones online. I have my own that I use. And the question is, can they fill out the application correctly? And are they uploading all of their documents? So their W-2s, their pay stubs, their bank statements, all of that information you want to have to see and to match up. And then what the credit will pull is how much debt they have. We had someone who their debt to income ratio aligned, but they had $40,000 in credit card debt. And the landlord just wasn't comfortable going with that. So it gives you a big picture and helps you cross-check, especially if there's any other issues, it will come up. And then lastly is to use your intuition. One thing that I did not cover on this video is the process of having those tenants call you. So I'm going to make another video on how that happens. But this is just a very comprehensive tenant screening process so that you feel comfortable. And this is your property and you want to make sure it's cared for. The last tidbit that I'll do is I'll actually tell the tenant, if they're interested in the house, I'd like to meet you at your home. And then I'll go to their home to fill out the application, and I'll get a sense, are these people who I feel comfortable living in my property? And I've been very successful, and I just wanted to put this out there to help you. And if you have any questions, put them in the comment section and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more.